Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Bianca Asia Saeed. For those of you who don't know me, I am the motherhood empowerment coach. I started coaching when I had my first child and realized that motherhood was not what I envisioned it to be. I didn't have all the supports I wanted. I didn't have the routinized self-care that I should have had. I didn't have generational traditional wisdom. I just was overall disappointed in my experience. And so I founded this company so that we might all be able to lift each other up, support each other, and share our really raw, vulnerable stories while also fighting for this more traditional, old-fashioned form of mothering that is really discouraged and looked down upon these days in our modern society. So today I wanted to talk about the winter and how it can be a hotbed of negative emotions, really. In a lot of parts in North America, I'll say, winter is a time of cold and quiet and gray, really. You look outside and the trees don't have any leaves and everything looks kind of bleak and gloomy, and people don't come outside much, even more so than usual because it's cold outside. And then, it's just, if you live in like a city or you live somewhere where you didn't grow up, chances are you don't have the kind of community that you want to have. And the winter can make all of those feelings really amplified. And so I was feeling similar to this. We've had a fairly warm winter, but it's still gray and gloomy, and people don't go outside in general where I live. So I was feeling this way when I went for a walk the other day, and I was trying to get out of my head. I was trying to take a break from what I normally do, the rut that I get stuck in, right? And I went for a walk and I didn't have any agenda. I didn't have any podcast set up to listen to. I didn't have any masterclass to listen to. I didn't have a YouTube video set up. I just wanted to clear my head. And as I was walking around thinking about how I'm at a hard place in my life, I've been stuck in certain areas, blah, 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 I was looking around and I heard a bird singing, and I just thought, I should be grateful for that. I mean, it was just so interesting because even when everything is gray and looks dead and is kind of a discouraging creative environment, right? And it's not the kind of scenery that's associated with like happiness and fun and vibrant energy. I heard this bird sing and I was like, wow. I was like, it made me kind of emotional because even in the midst of all that, there is still beauty. There is still hope. There's still a bird hanging out here. There's still birds hanging out here when it's like cold and stuff. And some of them are the most vibrant colors too. Like we have blue, I do not know bird names, so I'm not even gonna try. There are blue birds, blue colored birds, and red colored birds, and they're very bright and they're very beautiful to look at. And then they sing, and it's just a beacon of hope. It's that shimmer of light that you need when you're in a dark place. And these kinds of feelings don't only occur in the winter, although the winter makes them seem more exaggerated. We have periods of winter in our life all the time, perhaps monthly or weekly or daily. I mean, this is entirely normal for the human experience, especially in such a modern, technological, post-industrial, economy-focused society. And so I got to thinking about how you can put 10 different people in the same exact circumstances, and you will find that there are 10 different outcomes of life, because different people do different things with what they got. Different people, and it's their mindset. It's the, I'm talking about putting people from similar backgrounds in the same circumstances. controlling all variables, right? You will have people that come from hard situations who have wildly different outcomes. And the biggest difference in that is not only trusting in God, but that's part of this larger mindset that people have. It's the way that you think. Your thoughts are so incredibly powerful. That's why people spend so long in therapy trying to harvest those deep rooted thoughts of their subconscious from childhood, because your thoughts are driving your behavior, they're driving your life. And so I thought about how these people could come out with different outcomes from the same circumstance, and I was thinking about the model worksheet that I have, that I use not frequently enough, but when I do use it, I'm able to see where each thought is taking me, how I could be thinking differently, most importantly, how each thought is driving my emotions. It's kind of scary, actually, to think that your brain and just the thoughts that you have, like you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, it's raining outside. It's so interesting to see psychologically how that can really determine the path of your day, how your day will turn out, because you started with a negative thought, you took a situation, you turned it into a negative, and therefore, a downward spiral is easier to get into. And that's why I really appreciate this exercise that I was taught, because it allows me to see how the thoughts lead to emotions, and how the emotions lead to me doing or not doing something, and then what my conclusion is, what is my outcome. And it's all about mindset. Like I said, once again, it's all about your mindset. It's about how you think. So I'm a huge believer in, you can change your thoughts, you can change your life. And I'm doing this daily. I'm in I'm in a business mastermind where the teacher has one of these practices, these mindset practices, where you go over your circumstance, thoughts, feelings, actions, and results all the time. I have a journal that goes through them. I have my own worksheets that I have a lot printed of, just so that I can pick one up and start jotting down my thoughts as soon as they come, because when you catch them early enough, you're able to change them. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I really just wanted to highlight that no matter what circumstances you're in, no matter what your day is going like, no matter what the week, month, season of your life is like, you have the power. You have the most power of anyone in your life to change the way that you think, so you can start to see those opportunities. You can start to just make little small changes about the way you think about each thing, and make them better, make them easier, make them, make your tasks go by faster, and slow down so that you can speed up and be more positive and ambitious and motivated and happy. I mean, that's right. So I wanted to share that with you today. Go outside, hear some birds singing. I don't know if you're, in California or Minnesota or Florida or wherever. I'm in DC, and it's a warm day, and I'm gonna go spend a lot of it outside, trying to find all the things that highlight the positives, so that I can start thinking that way. And if you want help from me to do this, DM me, leave me a comment, go ahead and download the worksheet. I'll leave the link for you below. I'm also going to leave the link for you about, it's a quiz about what kind of mom you are, and it goes over reaction styles and stuff, so that you can see where your blind spots and how you're reacting and how you can change those. Once again, all about mindset. But go ahead and download the model worksheet. It's a 1-page totally free worksheet. I will link it below, and have a beautiful day. I'll see you next week.